Last year, it was Grundy that held sway in terms of hit-outs, and the Pies prevailed that day. Can they do it on the MCG, which gets the opening tap? It was tough for Pendlebury to get a grasp of it. It will be a little bit greasy. We had just a tiny little smattering of rain earlier on. It's that conglomeration of Gold Coast players. Bo's also back in the team, was involved in that lead-up. 8 goals this season. It's his 7th game. You have to really get his fitness and form up in the knee. Well, that's a great strike and a wonderful start for the Suns at the G. And what a difference Bose makes. Let's see what the entry's like. I'm not sure if that was where it was actually designed for, but safe arrival for McPherson. We have to just sort through what was the best option, and it is the man. Well, the only thing really holding him back at the moment is just filling out a little bit as far as being a top forward. We've seen his talent. And 4 goals last week, he misses to the right. Wouldn't they love to have had it? It gets back on Collingwood's terms. Dacos tries one on. It doesn't quite reach Callum Brown, or at least not cleanly. And well won by Ainsworth in the middle. And from the heart of the G, it's Sexton deep. Ben King, another opportunity. He won't miss this one. What a fine start for the Suns. They're shining. Down and dirty. Dacos and Wills were happy to oblige in that situation. He's got away from Fiorini. Dacos again through Thomas. And now Treloar, first real opportunity for Elliott. There's a whistle. Maybe a grab. It's a Collingwood free. Season in 10 games. 5 disposals and a goal last week. And that starts right, and it's not going anywhere. When he's looked good again, he's had time on the sideline. So this is really promising. Set up kick for right. You think he was shooting for goal in Brownie? Or goes to Myercheck. That time was a good matchup. It suited him against Miller. Cox is pushed back to the square. He's giving Ballard a terrible time deep. But Treloar's going to go on his own sweep way. What a lovely long bomb from Adam Treloar.
But really good, took Miller, really good body movement. And then they find a handball to Treloar, which gets that overlap. And he saw a vacant goal square and used that, but if there was another play, he would have been in a position to hit up. But that handball that just comes right now is really important.
You've got to flick it on, though. You've got to make the most of those contested marks. You know that.
They come a cropper in the end. And again, Treloar playing ahead, takes it from Chris. Myercheck's going to be the beneficiary this time, as they get a bit of system going, the Pies.
Well, the turnover was made.
2 goals last week. He's kicked 3 bags of 4 goals this year against Richmond. Of course, against West Coast a couple of weeks ago was his most recent. And then angles the kick in. There seemed to be uncertainty about who it was for. Thomas worked well with Adams. Inside 50, Brown only hesitated for a split second. The goals beckoned, and so did the lead.
They probably had more handballs than they'd like at the moment. Gold Coast, so 32 kicks, 25 handballs.
Treloar in his full measure then to take full tile, which he does. Deep kick for Elliott. And the Pies have clicked into gear at the MCG.
Full kicking, but he's right on song today.
Well, what you don't want with Treloar, you don't want to give him goal side. So 2 times out of the centre, he's being given goal side. Any player, Treloar especially, is going to hurt you if he's got goal side and space to run into. This is a really important period for them.
So the entry is deep. Day. Late was right. He made the contest. Ainsworth can't capitalise. But they'd like that. Like the look of that. Judging from his body language, plays it across the ground instead, and that may well pay off. It does. A quiet patch, but he's gone 1-3-3 the last 3 weeks, and that one is online, and it's cleared Mason Cox's head, which means it's a goal. With success to Brown, back again to Wills, and then Phillips to vacant goal square. So he goes for the hit-up pass for Cox. His goal average is actually up on last year. That one's tending left, and that's where it stays, enough to give them. Open up the angle for Treloar. Got Cox at the top of the goal square. That's where it's headed. Can they chop him off? No, they can't. Nicely. 12 disposals in all. Mason Cox needs to convert here for the Pies, and he does. Makes a better fist of that one.
We often speak about the preliminary final last year when he carved up the Richmond defence, and this is what they did. They did that all night. Today, look at that perfect spot. Just put it on opposition.
Yeah, we bumped into him in the rooms before the game, Brownie. He was pretty keen and looking forward to the battle. Oh, no! A calamity on the line, and Elliott can't take full time. He's being generous, too. Good to get that.
Yeah, to his knee pads.
Nice mark by Wright, but the free kick was played too far out from goal.
Or is it?
Even in Jeremy Howe's wildest dreams. He's not Malcolm Blight.
Let it go, though.
It's a good torpy, but it's still fallen 15 metres short.
And importantly, got
It's not to wheel and go. Contemplation over, into the pocket. He plays it for Meyer to check beautifully.
Great block by Mason Cox. Over block for my check, and then he was able to get free.
And he arcs around and then takes it.
I just love this. Forwards working together. Look at that. Just a little chip there, my check. Goes from a contested mark situation.
Opportunity. Again, Trelaw, inverted torpedo. Varco had a look. And Varco hasn't been able to hit the scoreboard in any meaningful way this year with just 3 goals, but he's done it here and he's done it now. Just got it a little high. That's beautiful link work by the Pies. They chain it up with hands, and now the run and the dash from Crisp. The blew a tyre as he went to kick on the left boot, but great tackling from Crisp. And now the hands are terrific from Brown, and even better as Varco kicks to the square, and Sidebottom knows he can do the rest.
Options, doesn't it? And you see here with Varco hitting up, which leaves space behind him for Sidebottom to run into, and Jack Martin just got sucked up to the contest. You can't do that and let a dangerous player like Sidebottom suck out the back. 6
of the last 7, the Pies. I love Sidebottom as a forward. I'd like to see him play a little bit more there. He's just so dangerous and get out the back like that.
Well, he's such a smart player, isn't he? I mean, players who can play wing, half forward. I mean, he could even go half back if he wanted to in the midfield. He's so...
Out to 21 points. Free kick advantage again. And Adams places in front of Varco.
More as a key position, leading forward almost.
And this for 4 in a row for the Pies. Just caresses it through the middle. They're tuning up the Pies. Everyone wants a bit of it for Collingwood right now. Crisp, that left foot, he takes it on in the middle to Elliott. It was a dangerous play. How dangerous? Very dangerous. Sexton capitalises for his second.
You kick to a one-on-one or a target that you think is free and he's not. We see the result here in Sexton. I mean, that's not an easy finish to kick around your body under pressure. But that's what happens if you stay alert in the middle of the ground. A side like Collingwood want to pick apart in the middle of the ground. You give yourself opportunities to score. So well done by Sexton by not switching off.
50, you can see him take the mark now. And he's drilled to turn on the left boot. Hoskin, Elliott or Varco. Already with 2 goals. And about to make it 2-1.
Sidebottom's had a lot of the footy this quarter as well. Very dangerous, playing half forward, back in their midfield.
Today, so he might want to kick a goal with his first one.
Just like that, that'll do. Oh, will it? Yeah, I reckon it's got there.
Did you just make that call, don't you?
Yeah.
Cox, he's got to get over Witts, which is going to be no easy task. Gets his opportunity and flicked it to Pendlebury. And now, Hoskin, Elliott. It was all a bit predictable. What a player Blackie was, hey?
Yes, what a great player he was, no doubt about it. And obviously, Pendlebury in the same category as Simon Black. But
team, which are really threatening close to half-time, but it means you've got to get your skills right. Hoskin, Elliott thought about it. He went internally instead. Thomas got mowed down. No free kick. The smother on Brown was exactly what they needed. But Thomas got a second look, and this time he capitalises.
Targets, especially coming out of your defensive 50, and just a skill error by Hanley there, and we see that big collision right now. It's just, they're probably lucky to get away with just a sore head with that one.
Wills to Trelaw again. And again. And again as Trelaw goes long and wobbles it almost for Elliott. That's a combination. We've seen a bit today off the left. Elliott, yes! He's hitting his straps as well.
Changes the angle of his lead. The body position, bang. And then he's up.
I mean, he's really dangerous in a deep one-on-one situation. Get the other forwards up, Lou.
I mean, it was a fantastic...
Love this. Levi Greenwood, I think this is the worst position you can get on the footy field. I'm impressed with the work rate. We're dominating the scoreboard, 40 points up, but
he could kick a second going into half-time. That'd be a nice follow-up. You can see what's ahead of him. Gold Coast needs something to work with, and he provides some relief there.
a definite free kick. We go now. It's just undisciplined. That was silly play.